Hello, and welcome back. This is Cali Francesco, and today we're going to be playing a game I personally grew up with, Fusionfall, but with a twist. We'll be playing from level 1 to level 36 using just our starter gear. Now, before we begin, there's a few things you should know. Firstly, what we're playing is actually a fan-made revival of the game, going by Fusionfall Retrobution. This is because the original version is no longer available. Thankfully though, the community that this game had built through its prior 4-year run wasn't ready to give up on it just yet. Since then, fans have brought back the game, and better than ever. This was Cartoon Network's take on the MMORPG genre and features a blend of RPG elements and platforming as its core gameplay in familiar and reimagined locations such as the K&D Treehouse, the Ed Boys Cul-de-sac, Courage's Home in Nowhere, and more. It also supports a fully unique system through nanos. Nanos, in short, are chibi versions of your favorite Cartoon Network characters, like Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls, or Number 2 from K&D. You must complete a quest to get these guys as well as advance to the next level. What's cool about this as well is that each nano comes with 3 different powers to choose from. You've got combat powers, movement powers, and group variants of both. Nanos and enemies alike also share another system, the ABC system. This stands for Adaptium, Blastons, and Cosmics, and plays much like a game of rock, paper, scissors. For instance, say the monster is a Cosmics type. You would be able to bring out your Blastons nano, and this will allow you to deal more damage to this monster. And for the other main point, our items. Now, for our offensive items, normally there are 6 groups of weapons to choose from when playing, but for our playthrough, we'll only be using this one. I will be able to use all nano powers as they are a core game mechanic and will be required in some areas. I would appreciate, if you like this style of content or wish to see more like it, that you subscribe, like the video, and comment below your thoughts. And now, with all of that out of the way, we can finally start our playthrough. Let's do this. Okay, so the first step to this is going to be creating a character, obviously. Can't get too far without doing that, so let's do this. We're just going to let the wheel decide today to see what we get here. We're going to be known as Harold Captain Ice. Alright. And I'm going to hit the wheel one time to see what we get here. Okay. That's our reigning champion right there. He's going to take us through the entire game from 1 to 36. Oh boy. Actually, I can skip this. I forgot about that. I have no idea how this will turn out. We got this weapon. This is it. This is what we have for the entirety of the game. This thing is going to have to carry us. We have this, and I will actually let you guys know there's a feature later on that lets us change the look of our armor. Keeps the same stats and everything. I was planning on to get to it, but we'll actually be able to at least change our looks as we go. But I think the first thing we're going to do is start killing some spawns here, get some XP. Should get us a ways through here. They tend to give a lot of XP in the beginning versus just running around doing some side quests for XP. This usually goes faster, so. You can already see we're already at a quarter of our bar on the top right, our mini map. We're already at a quarter of the bar there towards our first level up. We have Buttercup here to do a stunning for us. I might hang on to Buttercup for a while. She'll probably be helpful for quite a bit of the run here, so. Could see her possibly being a permanent addition. We'll see. We do gotta watch out for the stamina on it too. Fortunately, since we just started, we don't have any money to go buy potions, so we're gonna be suffering a lot in terms of not having nanos here. But we're already almost level 2. that went really fast. So I already almost level 2. This thing's been it's pretty strong so far. And I don't think this will be too bad. Okay. Come on. One more and that should do it. Sweet. Now we have our first nano quest. So we gotta come over here. Talk to this NPC, which will get us started. Alright. Now we gotta make our way to what's called an infected zone. These things are basically just parkour courses blocked off by the rest of the world. You take a teleport to get in there and do the parkour course, go into the layer, clear the layer, get your mission rewards. Pretty simple stuff. I will say we are very slow right now too. That could be the only issue, but it shouldn't be too bad. We're actually going to be getting something here in a moment that's going to help us a lot with speed. So. Here we go. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do this parkour course real quick. See a shortcut. Going right over there. What? What? Okay. There we go. Apparently it wasn't on the correct mission task, even though I was directly on the portal. Love to see it. Since this game is old, it's back in 2008 originally. There's a few bugs here and there, so might see some quirky things happen along the way. But what old game doesn't have that? Makes it more fun. Oh wait. So speaking of which, okay, apparently we have not entered the layer. Hold up. I thought we did. I mean, we're in it right now. I don't know what this is then. Guess the mission didn't pick up though. Let's go get that real quick. Alright, there we go. So I guess you just had to land down right in front of the portal for it to register here. So now we gotta kill 4 of these shock tanglers that are roaming around, so we can progress. There's one. This rifle's don't work, man. It's really something. Now, something I should note too, the version I am playing on, as I said earlier, is Fusionfall Retrobution. So, on this version specifically, they did make a couple changes to the weapons. For instance, rifles, which is what this is, have a higher crit rate. The rockets, those further along the rockets travel, they actually do more damage. And I want to say there's another one. Yeah, swords. So if you have the guard power up while using a sword, every 3rd strike you land deals a crit. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing any of that. We'll only be seeing the laser rifle, but I mean, they're really fun changes. I've messed around with them on my other characters. They're definitely fun to play with. We gotta wait a bit here to fight this guy. Otherwise, we're gonna die. We don't got enough health. He is not waiting though. Okay. We got it. We're gonna get our technically second, but obtain our first handle here. And this guy is one of the most important handles in the game. I'm gonna tell you that right now because of fast feet. This thing is gonna help us get around the world so much until we get vehicles later on. Go ahead and leave this here. And I'm actually, I just remembered. I'm actually gonna go ahead change character. This way, if you do it this way, you can leave and come back. It'll put you out of the instance. It's a quick way of getting out of infected zones. So now, we get started on our next step here. Which, I don't know if it'd be more efficient to kill some more of these, kill some more fusions. Yeah, we can just do this. There's a way. So for the early levels of this game, we're going to be doing a lot of this right here, which is just farming fusions out. Later on, we had to get quests because the XP these guys give will not be nearly enough to keep up with the XP required to move on. But for now, we can kind of get away with it. We have got a few crates here too. We can open them. You got accessories, you got jackets, all this other stuff. I believe, yeah, this is all level 1, so we could just swap it out if we want. But I'll stick with this look for now. I kind of like this look. I'll actually move up to the next map square here. I think that's a bad idea. Yeah, nice change of scenery here. On our right, we have Healthy Oaks North, or what's left of it, and it's a very destroyed state. You'll be seeing a lot of that around here. I mean, that is just a disaster to look at, man. That is brutal. Got a bunch of new enemies here: cyber stingers, spine street lights. I believe we got more fusion spawns too. Yep, on our right we have fusion spawns. Got a couple mission givers here. I can pick them up. Let me see. Might be easy missions. Map track. I'm gonna be honest. I have not done like much of the future before. I played in a later update originally, so a lot of this stuff I don't quite remember as well. This one's gonna have us go into the infected zone. Let's go ahead and do that. Kill a few of these monsters along the way here so we can get some XP. Okay. I know what I said earlier about the weapon being strong, but it's already starting to fall off a bit here. I can feel it. This is gonna be a long run. Alright. Let's see, we gotta collect the map. Okay. This way. Now, you can see a quest here. You can see this one gives 70 fusion matter, so this is... It's basically the same as killing 7 of those fusion spawns out there. They each give 10, so... You can either do quests, or you can kill the fusions, whichever is easier for you. Now all we gotta do is leave the area and go back to Buttercup. Okay. Now, our name will probably be, if you look in the top left, our name right now is Player 2411. So that's probably not going to change for a while because they have to manually accept the name on their side. So we'll probably just be known as Player 20,411 for a bit. Nothing wrong with that. We gotta go back to Detective B. Now let's stick here for now. We gotta defeat some cyber stingers. Stick there up here. I saw one just roaming around back there, but I don't think he's supposed to be there, if I'm being honest. This place is just completely destroyed. I mean, it's really amazing to think that this was originally all done on the browser. The way you used to be able to play, you would go onto Cartoon Network's site, you would log in with your Cartoon Network account, and you would just be able to join the game anytime. It's really amazing. This kind of game is just able to run on the browser like this. I mean, as we go, it's a massive world. It was able to support so much. And this was all done on the Unity engine as well back then. So, honestly really impressive for its time. Oh no. I thought you were already about to die. That was close. Right now, without any healing, it's definitely going to be pretty rough. Really got to watch your health here. When we get level 3, I'm going to go ahead and move up to the next area and also buy some potions, because we do have a vendor for that there. That way we're going to be able to get around a bit better, not have to wait so much. Yeah, now we're getting the weapons we can't use. All this stuff is useless to us. This shit we can use, but the rest of it's gone. Worthless. Oh. I didn't even know I had a quest for these guys. Okay. That works out. Oh, we had to go up there. Okay. Do a bit of parkour here. Neat quirk too with the parkour. There's a couple things you can do. If you jump against the wall in this, you can actually get more height, as opposed to just like jumping in place or running and jumping. And on slopes, certain slopes, you can actually jump on it, and it'll give you a double jump in a sense. You only do that once per jump, but it will get you to places you wouldn't be able to reach before. It'll definitely be coming up later when it comes to the parkour heavy areas. Let's go ahead and kill some more of these spawns. We're very close to level 3 here. Alright. Like, we're right there. Now, there is a, this map is actually very special. This map specific, the Pokeoaks North and South. There is a world boss that roams around here. Let me go see if I can find him. He has special loot. It's level 4 loot, so we can't use it. But it's really cool. It's a world boss that just roams around between these two areas, and it's very tough to kill, but it's possible at level 1. Let's see. Usually he goes on the streets or crosses over in the garden here. Put that guy in the way. Some more XP here. Oh. Bad angle. There we go. Okay. Let me show you guys this first time. Go level up to our next level here. Advancing quickly for sure. There's another map over there. That's Genius Grove on our right. I don't know if we'll be seeing any of that. But it is there. Let's see. Man, I really thought I'd like see him by now. I don't think anyone killed him. He's got like an hour respawn timer on him. Unless I'm just not going the right way, but it's supposed to go this way. Oh, there he is! Yeah, I thought so. That's Don Doom. It's, that's what we call a crab. He's basically just a walking island. He's very tough to kill. I'm not gonna fight him because I know for sure I'll die, especially with this stuff. But he's yeah, he's cool. He drops a lot of cool things. He's got a pistol that back in the day. Oh, sorry, not a pistol, a sword back in the day that when you held it, the character would hold it like a pistol and actually had pistol range, which obviously wasn't supposed to happen for a sword. He's got a really cool armor set, the Super Slayer set. He also has like a gas mask he can use. Really unique, really cool drops. Honestly. And yeah, you can see he's coming over to our map square here, so we're gonna try to just get away from that. We're gonna make our way right over to Peach Creek. Oh wait, no, sorry, to the top of Pokeoaks North. My bad. I forgot you do that first, then you go to Peach Creek Commons next. Could be a little slow since our number 2 just ran out of juice. This looks like a delightful pool. Man, I totally want to take a swim in that. Oh, also, yes, the planet's always looming over us, so that's always a fun reminder. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what up? There we go. That guy off us. So you talk to this guy, he should tell us to go inside after defeating future spawns. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done anything in the future, so definitely forgetful in places. This one. Oh boy, loot. Oh, we got a golden crate. It's the same hammer, man. Oh man. It's gonna be a lot of this. One more to go. Sweet. Okay, now we go inside the infected zone here. So this one should be right in front of the school's entrance there. Yep, there he is. And now there is different layouts for the layers here too. This is like a tech layout. There's the typical like dungeon layout that we saw with the first one. This is a tech layout. There's different variants of these as well. I'm trying to think if there's another one. I think there is later on. But mostly just different variants of these ones. Kill this phase. Now we gotta go and kill the big boss. And see, let me demonstrate the slow jump here. So if you jump, land, and then jump again, you can actually get another jump in the air. It's very useful for a lot of parkour sections coming up. Go ahead and take this guy out from a range here. Nice. So this is going to be our third nano, and this is where we finally get that healing we needed so bad, man. It's going to help us take out enemies very well. And now that we did all that, I'm going to go ahead and change character, get out of this place fast. It just speeds up time. Speeds up the walking to and from, really. Now we're going to make our way over to Peach Creek Commons at the very least, and I think go over to Peach Creek Estates, which is right above that. Yeah, you can see the areas where in the future they're all divided apart. There's actual chasms down below. You walk over there. Yeah, it's just a straight chasm. You can't go down there, but it's a lot of damage is done to this place to the point where they actually separated each area into islands. I don't know how they managed to do that, but that's terrifying. Man, I definitely would not want to be here. I am recording this at 12 o'clock at night, so don't mind me yawning a few times here. So this is Peach Creek Commons. This is the future version. We're gonna go ahead and head in here, and we do got some memorable characters that are still alive in this future. Oh, also, I didn't bring this up. There is forms of travel in this game, which saves a lot of running. We got the monkey skyway agents, which will fly you from place to place, or like actually do an animation where they carry you over the map square. And then this one is basically just a teleport, so you can teleport from area to area, longer distances that way. So very, very helpful for getting around, because it's just gonna be a lot of this, man. I'm telling you right now. And this is that mechanic I was telling you about earlier, where you can combine items. So let me show it off real quick here. You can take the look of an item, which would be the style, and then you can combine it with the stats of another. So what you can do is, let me do it with a pair of pants here so I can show you better. So we have this pair of pants. So we want to keep the stats of this pants since we're doing level 1, but we can get the style of these, combine it, and this way, well, you can still have level 1 gear. Technically, it would just look like high level gear. So we can change up our style, because there's a lot of really good looking like outfits later on you can use, and that way we'll still be well within the rules of the challenge here. And let me see, I think the power shop is everywhere but I'm looking. Is that on the right side? There we go, yep. So this is where we get potions. This is how we're going to keep our nanos afloat. Buy 5 of these. And now we have a supply of potions to keep our nanos going. That way we don't have to run as long between areas. And these, I believe there's a couple of groups of these enemies. We're going to try to watch out for those. As, like, grouping this in this run entirely is going to be out of the question. We got to really be careful when we pick our fights, since we only have a single tiger weapon. So definitely going to be more picky about that. These monsters don't give too bad of XP. They only give 1 more than the first monster we fought. So I think we'll just go ahead and do some quests here. I believe if I go up to there, there's a few quests. Some more XP along the way, because why not? Oh, so many bigger, man. That is crazy looking. So there's another world boss here on this one. These are the only 2 world bosses of the game, by the way. Bad Max and Don Doom, and they're both only in the future. Same deal, this guy drops a lot of unique gear, none of which we can use, so we're not going to bother, but cool to fight. Back then, people would group up. They would form big groups and find these guys together, like groups of 20, 30 people just to fight these guys. It was a sight to behold. This one's not too bad either. Could see myself farming those for the last bit of Fusion Mad later. But we're gonna go ahead and head over to the junkyard for now, because there's a couple of PCs here we can get. I don't know if they have quests yet or not. I believe they do now. And we also have another monkey location hit here for some easy traveling. Let's see. Okay, so we do have an NPC here. He does not have a quest for us yet. I thought he would, but I guess it's just not many quests here at level 3. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna be killing a lot of monsters here. That's fine too. Again, this is gonna be where we gotta be careful about like spacing ourselves out though with the monsters, because they tend to be in groups of 3 here. There's a few stragglers, but not common. let's just see how we do with the group. I think as long as we keep our distance, we should be okay. And we do also have a stun power up here to help us do that. And now, also another thing to note, I brought this up earlier in the intro here, but the whole thing with the ABC system, the rock, paper, scissors, you can see it right here. They have a little check mark, meaning I'm doing more damage to them right now. If I take out number 1, which they beat, we're gonna be doing a lot less damage. It's a big difference. So you always want to try to keep the advantage in your favor, because it went from 5 to 3 hits. That's actually crazy. Definitely try to look out for that when you're playing. Not only do you do less to them, they'll do more to you. It's just not a good idea to not pay attention to that. I thought there was more groups of 3 with these guys. Guess not. Oh, there's another one. Okay. We're almost to the halfway point for our last level of the future here. Oh shoot, I got it. Yo, I almost didn't see that. So for the first 4 levels, we're in the future, and once we hit level 4, there's a time lab right over there we're going to be going to, and that's going to take us to the rest of the game. So this future area, actually, when the game first released, this was basically like the tutorial area of sorts. So you had 4 levels to experience and play the game, get a feel for it, and the rest of it was locked behind a subscription. Because yes, this was a subscription game originally. Oh man, wait. I didn't think you'd go right there. This was a subscription game originally, and sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. This was a subscription game originally, and in order to access the rest of it, you would have to pay, I believe, $9.99, like the standard subscription price, to get the rest of it. But most people just hung out here. You know, most of them were kids, so the moms wouldn't buy the subscription, or they didn't, so they would just kind of hang around here in the future. There'd be a lot of people hanging out. That was cool. It did eventually, in 2011, I believe it could have been late 2010, definitely 2011, it did go free to play. And with that, they introduced a brand new update, being the Academy. Changed everything, changed like the way nanos are obtained, but we got the better version, I would say, of how that works. Right now, the version we're playing, every time you level up, you get a nano. And that other version, you wouldn't have to do a nano quest to level up, but you'd only get nanos every 4 levels, and you get like 4 of them. So, kind of, I guess it's a give and take, like which one you prefer. But I feel like this is just better. It feels more rewarding. Of course, the free-to-play version did also add more content too, not just the Academy, but they had like expansions and whatnot in the game that were really fun to play, but we don't got none of that here. Not in this version. There is other versions of the game that you can play. I can leave a link to those down below in the comments. There's Open Fusion, which is the pure game without any changes done like this version did, which is you got the future, you got the past, you got all the stuff it had back in 2009, and then there is a build of the Academy version you can play, which has all that future content in it. So you can see some of the examples for that would be like Ice King's Castle. You can go inside, you can explore Ice King's Castle. A really weird one is Chowder's Mouth. You'd have to go in there and I guess like fight out the viruses. You got like a stomach bug or something. crazy ideas they came up with, man. A few others, but they were definitely interesting. Almost there. We're 3/4 of the way now towards our last level. Oh man, yeah, and our nanos are all petering out. We're gonna need to get some potions. There might be a vendor over there. Let me check that real quick. There might actually be a vendor, because we're gonna want to grab that before we really continue. Goat's Junkyard. Love the design of this place. It's so cool. Yeah, there's a power shopkeeper here. Sweet. That battery charge means it's a power shopkeeper. Oh, and our inventory's full. Hold up. Let's actually do that first. So, while we can't use the armor or weapons directly, we can at least sell them and get money. So that's gonna help us be able to get things like the potions here, get more of them at once. Just gonna go ahead and get all this money right here. Oh man. So let's buy 36, which is actually going to be 3,600 potions. So we went from 500 before, now to 3,600. Big gains. So it should be good for a while here. Back to what we were doing before. Why are these guys here? They seem out of place. Okay. Now, there is damage abilities later on too. I believe I brought that up, and there we can get stuff like crowd damage, so like damage area, damage cone. That's gonna help us out a little bit with crowding, but it's only gonna do like a percentage of the health. It's not gonna kill them, so we still gotta finish them off with the gun here. It's definitely holding up better in this area than it is in Pokey Oaks there. I feel like these guys just don't have as much health. So maybe our strategy is going to be look for the low health enemies in this run. It's probably what we're going to have to do. Most of them give less fusion matter, so it might be a little bit longer for farming, but it'll be at least easy to kill. So maybe it won't be as long since we'll be able to kill more. We'll see. Hey, we are right there for that next level. Right there. Oh, let's use our number 2 here to run away. So, what's nice is you can just mix those abilities in. Try to, like, you can outpace the melee combat, the melee enemies. There is projectile enemies, that's going to be a lot tougher for us, but the melee ones we can at least get away from. Unfortunately, there's no real counter to like a projectile unless you stun him. Since everything in this game auto aims for you basically, with that little reticle. I imagine they have like a reticle on us too, and they always hit it. But when it comes to projectiles, we just have to be careful, use our stuns properly, make sure we don't take too much. And we do have our mission finally, so let's go head over to Samurai Jack. Now he wants to talk to us. Get this started here. go get our Dwido Nano. I gotta say, I do love the Nano designs too. I love the take they did for a lot of them. They made them look more like their show, as opposed to like the anime style they have for a lot of characters, like Jack here. This is actually an updated model of them, but it's really cool. I like the different styles they got going on. So now we're gonna go into that infected zone right there. Hopefully not get spotted by Padmax along the way. That would not be fun. I'd be booking it for sure. He's going right where we gotta go too. Okay, we're good. We're good. So let's go ahead and use our actually jump right here to get up. See if we can avoid these guys. I believe these ones shoot projectiles, so we definitely want to avoid them. Okay. Going in, and here introduces another new mechanic, cannons. So you got cannons and zip lines. Cannons are more fun, I would say. You get to actually aim where you want to go. Let's do this. And you can actually control where you go in the air too. Gotta go ahead and talk to this guy, and we're in. And now this mission's unique. So there's actually only 2 escort missions in the game. There's this one with a Dwido, and there's another one later on at level 18 that we'll be doing with a different character. But this one is just a Dwido. Gotta protect him because he's scared. Big old scaredy cat. These guys are much stronger than the ones we fought before. Much more health. Even with the correct nano type, it's definitely more of a struggle. Oh, there's a corruption attack. So, corruption attacks, basically, if you have, if they're doing like a blue attack, like you saw there, I switched to my Cosmics. That actually hit the enemy back with their attack, dealing more damage, and it gives you the energy for your nano back. So you really want to look out for those. This could be a big source of damage too. Otherwise, if they hit you with that, if you get hit with a corruption attack, it drains your nano. I believe like 75% of your nano stamina, and it does huge damage to you. So you really want to look out for those. He is taking his real time here. Gotta wait for him. We can't do much until he gets over here. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Oh, there's another one. That's eruptions. What is he doing? What? I don't think I've ever seen him do that. He was like rolling on the ground there for a second. I've never seen that before. So we're gonna get our first energy ability here. This is Drain Area specifically. And what this does is when you apply it to an enemy, it does a damage over time effect. That's gonna be insanely useful for this. It's gonna be so helpful. But that's gonna do it for the future here. So let's go ahead. Let's move on to that time lab I was talking about. It's a ways away. But thanks to our number 2 nano here, we get there much faster. Go to the time lab, and now we got our favorite characters here greeting us, saying their goodbyes. I'm gonna walk up here. And, oh, another thing, I am on a high resolution here, so it's gonna look a little weird with the menus, but we choose a guide. So this is going to give us exclusive missions later on, which gives us gear, which we can't use. But normally we give you like ultra rare gear you can use for that guide. I'm going Mojo Jojo. He's my favorite. Always Mojo Jojo fan. Love the guy. And here we go. We are officially in the past in Sector V. There's going to be a lot more quests going here because these monsters I don't believe give much XP compared to like the future there. Let's see. Yeah, that gave one more. So we're gonna be doing a lot of quests from here on out. But I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this first episode here. So I think it's a good point to end it. We got from level 1 to the end of the future. The next one I'll see how much more I can tackle. Not sure how long it'll be, but hey, I think this will be fun. I'm very curious to see if we can actually get, or how long it takes rather, to get through the game with level 1 gear. My only concern would be the final boss, but we'll get to that at another point. But that's gonna be about it for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you liked what you saw, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. That really does help the channel. Would really appreciate it. Catch you in the next one. See ya.